Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Let me stand up. The Mom, Nurse, and Fashionista. Hey, yes, welcome back. All right, y'all. So today I will be coming with some tips on how I successfully passed my chemistry class as a single mom of four, 15-year-old, 4-year-old twins, and 6-year-old, all girls, while going to work as a nurse, while raising these girls and dealing with all that comes along with taking care of 4 kids. Okay, y'all stay tuned. So I can give y'all these tips real quick so you can be successful like myself and pass these prereqs so we can get on with slaying these goals. Y'all stay tuned. All right, y'all. I had to get that lighting together. All right, y'all. First tip, because we're going to get straight to it. Y'all know I yap my mouth. Okay, here I go yapping. First tip, you're going to have to eat, sleep, and breathe chemistry. I talked about this in my math class that I took. Y'all gotta watch that because y'all, that math class didn't even count. Can you believe that? That this math class is not even gonna count. I just took the whole class for a waste. It was a waste, a whole waste, y'all. But anywho, watch that video. But like I said in that video before, in order for you to successfully pass this class, you're gonna have to eat and sleep and breathe whatever class you're taking. We all know that chemistry is very in-depth. It has a lot of information, and depending on what professor you have, it can be very hard. I had an awesome professor. Okay, so for starters, that helped me out a lot. Now, going back to tip number 1, whenever I could, I would make up a study guide. Now, if you're following me on Instagram, you will see how I would show y'all clips of me taking my oldest shopping. Now, she liked to go in the stores herself, and I just be her chauffeur. So what I would do for her is, if I was sitting in the car waiting, if I was at a doctor's appointment or whatever, I would have my notes with me. So what I would do, I would take my notes everywhere. So I had my notes with me when I would be in the doctor's offices. I had my notes with me when I would just go anywhere where I knew I was going to be sitting at and be still. Okay, I always took my notebook. I had one of my big purses, and I would put my notebook in there. If I was taking my kids to a doctor's appointment, I would put my notebook in there. Okay, so that's tip number 1: eat, breathe, and sleep. Okay, tip number 2: make sure you have an awesome professor. Now, of course, the professor isn't going to hand you the work. He's not going to say, hey, this here you go. You know, study this right here. Here you go. Well, memorize this because I'm going to give you that straight up answers. No, he wants to make sure you understand. But I had an awesome professor. He understood that it was a hard course. He gave us several times to retake our quizzes, which were so many quizzes, y'all. Y'all would have to see. I mean, I would be showing y'all how the quizzes were. It was just crazy, okay? As you see here. See? That video, yeah. The quizzes were crazy, okay? So, excuse me. So, I say all that to say, he gave us a lot of work, but he gave us so many opportunities. He was so smart. He's been a professor since the 90s, a long time. He's taught chemistry. And so and I mean, he was a scientist. Well, he majored in science, of course. But I mean, from a young child, he was always good in science. He have a passion for it. So I would really listen to him in chemistry, y'all. Like, I really learned so much. So that's my next point. Pay attention in lecture. Number 3, pay attention in lecture. I'm telling you, it's going to help you. If you're in nursing or pre-nursing, you're going to hear a lot of your instructors, once you get in nursing, you're going to hear a lot of them say pre-read. And the reason why they say that is because so when you get in lecture, you hear it. But what happened for me was I didn't so much pre-read because it was so much anyway. So I didn't really pre-read a lot of my work. What I would do, I would just scan, like I would look at the objectives of the chapter, and I would look at the key terms. But when I got in lecture, I literally listened. Like, I would put my phone upside down. And y'all, I'm gonna tell you something. It took a lot of growth for me to get to this point. I was never disciplined like this, especially in high school. I didn't used to be disciplined. When I went into college way back in 03, 04, I started taking classes, my prereqs for RN program. I was not disciplined. I still had the same mindset as when I was in high school. I played around with my classes. So hence why I had to take a lot of sciences over. Plus sciences, as we know, anatomy and physiology and micro is a beast in itself as well. So again, I'm saying, make sure you pay attention in lecture. Scan over your objectives. Scan over your key terms. Okay, that's number 3. Listening in lecture, I would go to class and listen and sit and come home or go to work and look at my notes, and I'd be like, dang, I really understand this stuff. I really remember what he said. I would not take notes, y'all. I would maybe jot down, and this is the first class I've ever done this in, but I would jot down when he would say something like, you know, you maybe want to remember this and you will see this again. This will be in your test type of deal. But this is the first time, y'all, and I have gone through half of RN school, took a lot of prereqs, all my prereqs almost for RN school. Because back in the day, we didn't need chemistry. So that's why I never took chemistry until now. And I just always would take notes while the teacher lectured. And you know how they say, don't drink and drive, don't text and drive, because really you're driving, you're kind of aware, but you're not really so much aware of what's going on. That's how I was when I would take notes. So I suggest that you listen to your instructor. Of course, some things you have to take notes on, which I would jot them down real quick, or I pull out my phone and zoom in if they wrote something on the board, or put some, and I would take a picture of it and just write on my notes, picture taken, so I can refer back to the picture. But I'm telling you, listening to him, and he was very informative. Like, I don't know, I was amazed at a lot of stuff. I'm now that I'm older, I'm amazed at science anyway. I really like science, and so like I really listened to what he had to say. So I think that had a lot to do with it as well. Plus, I know I got to get an A or a B out of this class because I'm trying to get in this RN program, and we know they don't take no C's, y'all. You know that. So that's number 3. Number 4, be serious about your work. I know that's like, what? Why wouldn't I be serious? I mean, really, like, be serious. Don't procrastinate. Things are going to come up. So much came up. Watch my last 2 videos. So much has come up. A lot of stuff I didn't even mention in the other videos that came up, y'all. It was just so much was going on in my personal life. Things I could not, like, I could not, y'all know what I mean, like, I had no control over it, you know, especially when you have kids. Things are going to happen to your family if you don't have kids, to your friends. Just craziness is going to happen and you won't have control over it. But get back on the bandwagon, jump back on the bandwagon and study, you know, because that's what's going to help you be successful in passing these pre-nursing classes and passing your pre-law or your pre-business classes, whatever. But you have to stay focused. And I think that's what I had to do. I had to like really take it serious. Now, we're not a nursing school, so of course I didn't like get to the point where I wasn't having no fun or nothing like that. But I mean, I had to prioritize so much, y'all, like, for real. Like, if it wasn't that important, I didn't do it. Like, washing clothes, I had to do that. Washing dishes, you know, I delegated that. I speak about delegation in my last video. I delegated that to my oldest, okay? Like, cleaning and chores, I made sure she did that stuff. Some stuff I had to do, but I made sure she did that stuff. So, you know, stuff like that had to get done. But if it wasn't a priority, I did not do it because it was so much work, y'all. This is a summer course. I started the beginning of July and it ended the end of August. So it was, you know, it was like, maybe it was in June. I'm sorry. I went to my family reunion in June. So it started in June and it ended in August. I know it wasn't an 8-week course. It ended in August. It was a 12-week course, but it was so fast, y'all. It just went by. And the amount of work he gave us was insane. You know, it's like nobody can. I mean, people that I know didn't have kids in my class was talking about how hard it was. And I'm like, I have all this going on and working and everything, you know, so you have to take it serious. Under that, under seriousness, you want to make sure you prioritize and you have good time management. Those are the things that's going to help you. I had to prioritize what was important and what wasn't. Manage my time. Okay, I'm gonna do a couple of quizzes and I'm gonna do my study. I always did my study guides first. Study guides came first, y'all. Always did my study guides first because if I'm out somewhere running around or doing something, I can pull my study guides out. We had so many quizzes. Like, for instance, chapter 1 had 6 sections, right? So he would give us 4 quizzes, video quizzes. You had to watch these videos and do the quizzes. Okay, so you know, 6 sections times 4, that's like 24 questions. But then you also had these other quizzes that was still part of chapter 1. And this time he maybe gave you 9 or 10 that was called end of chapter quizzes. It was so much, y'all. I'm like, really? Then you had to study for the test. You had projects that you had to do. But I mean, and he told y'all what he told us what was on the test, y'all. He would tell us what was on the test, but it was just the point of the studying and getting the quizzes done. And that's what I made my study guides off of, y'all. I made my study guides off of what he told us was going to be on the test, because I know it's hard, especially in nursing. You're not going to get professors that tell you what's going to be on the test. You are expected to go home and study that stuff and understand it and comprehend it so that you can apply in the real nursing world. So I know that part is hard. Like, what do I study? That was my issue in RN school. It was very different, different type of learning. So I understand that. But you know, I don't know, get with your teachers. I was emailing that man all the time. That's another tip. Keep a communication with your instructors, with your professors. That's what I did. And it helped out tremendously. Of course, he had a lot of other classes and a lot of students. I understood that. So, you know, I wasn't looking for a return answer so fast. But I did want him to, like, answer my email or something. If he didn't, I was emailing him again. He would let us text him. I was texting him. Because I wasn't playing, y'all. And that is honestly how I came from a D to a B. And I'm going to tell y'all the other thing. I prayed, y'all. Like, I prayed. I had my granny praying, my mama praying, my you know, my circle. I had them praying because it was hard. It's so hard. Just trying to balance everything, having a hard class and then trying to balance stuff. Like, that junk is hard, you know. And I know this is just the beginning. I know this. I know this because I went through, you know, I'm an LPN. So I went through nursing school. I went through RN school. I did two terms of RN school. I think it was 2. So, yeah, I did farm and fundamentals, maternity and newborn, and peds. So, yeah, I did 2 terms. And so I know how hard it is. Like, shoot. But, you know, you have to just do that jump, man. Do that jump. So, y'all, those are my tips. Making sure you check out your professor. Making sure you breathe, eat, sleep chemistry or whatever class you're taking. Making sure you are serious, meaning you are prioritizing your time, you are managing your time, you are putting things that are most important on the top, okay? But I hope this video was helpful for y'all. It's just a quick video for me to just, that's basically what I did, for me to just explain how I made it through my class. And the most important thing, y'all, is prayer. That is exactly, I'm telling you, this is what got me through my class. So if you like this video, enjoyed it, please leave me a thumbs up, hit a like for me. Also share this video with your friends, with your nursing instructors, to share with their students, with your moms that you know, any sisters you know that's going through it and they need help. Also make sure you're subscribing to my channel because I have another awesome video coming up. I have a video on different jobs for moms. This is my video. I have been wanting to do this video. Y'all see I'm putting these videos out. Y'all, I've been so busy. I haven't transferred everything from my phone to my computer to my little, I call it a jump drive, zip drive, whatever. My sister pick on me because I'm old school. But y'all know I didn't transfer to that. And so I need to do that so that I can free up space. Yes, I use a phone. Use what you have to get your message across to the people in the world, okay? And y'all just make sure y'all stay tuned because I have a video up on jobs for moms, nurses. I know I did a video on work from home jobs. I did a video on jobs for single moms, for LPNs, but these jobs that I found are going to be for the working mom that needs to get her kids to school on time, and she needs to also pick them up on time. So these are perfect jobs. They are out there, y'all. They are currently hiring now. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned to that video. Make sure you subscribe and you hit that bell. Hit that bell. So you'll know when I put my videos up, it will alert you and you can share these videos. I want to thank y'all so much for all of my subscribers. I'm so forever thankful, y'all. I love the encouragement. Y'all are so sweet. I love like all the encouragement, because when I encourage y'all, I encourage myself. So I just want to thank y'all for everything. I'm finna get these girls their dinner because it's Friday and I'm tired. It's been a long week and it ain't gonna be no stand up late tonight. They're gonna get their baths and go to bed. So I can get me some rest because I haven't been going to bed like I should. So y'all have an awesome day, and again, thank y'all so much. Y'all are awesome. Thank y'all.
Bobby.
Sure. You wanna say hey, Grace? Or
Yeah.
This Grace. Grace Twin B. Say have a good day.
Bobby.
Say have a good day.